Okay, so I mentioned to you earlier again, the 30 years. So it's been 30 years since I received these things. And I even think that is actually prophetic in itself. That on the 30th year, suddenly he's saying, release, release, release. In other words, it's come to its maturity. The set time has come for all the culmination of these things that you saw and heard, and you're now about to see it unfold. So in 1987, I'm going to give you the first piece here. I was taken into a piece of visionary writing, I guess. I don't know how to describe it, prophetic piece of writing. And it was a creative piece, and it's called My Emerald Dream. And I'm not going to get into the whole thing. I'm going to have it up here. So if you want to watch it separately, I actually share the actual vision. It's a creative piece. I might put some music to it. And so it's music and thunderclaps and different things to it, just so you can actually get into the experience of it. But anyways, the point is it was the time of the latter rain, and there was a dark horse involved. The horse represent the coming storm, and the Lord was coming, but the Lord was coming in the storm. So he wasn't coming in the pretty little clouds and pretty little shapes at the beginning of the vision. It was he was coming in this dark storm. And it was so thick and heavy with himself, and it could not be held back any longer. And when it burst forth, it hit every unique blade of grass. Not one blade of grass was missed where this latter rain fell. Okay. Now, fast forward here. Last year, he told me to. In 29 years, he never told me to do this, but last year, suddenly he speaks to me and tells me to, at this one conference, not knowing what they're going to be speaking on or anything, last spring, I felt to like make 3 big pictures to represent the Emerald Dream. So I put these 3 pictures up in front of the people. I actually did it very quickly, 2 days before. It just came together really super fast. He actually told me 2 weeks ahead, but I wasn't listening quite well enough, and because my lack of confidence, I had a little lack of confidence. But then he showed me, like, you better do this, and so I did it, and got it together in time. And so I was there in the foyer as people walked in to see it. And the reason he told me to do that is he said that it's about to come. Like, let my people know, like Habakkuk 2, put the vision in front of their face. The latter rain is actually really about to come. And so now it says the former rain and the latter rain together in 1 month. Okay, so that signifies a very fast time, which goes into what I'm about to tell you next. So it says in 1 month they came together, okay? It's not a long time frame. It was like boom, and it was just going like that. All right. So anyway, the latter rain is 7 times greater than the former rain to the Israelites when they get their rains. That's what they say, and how they live by it down there. Now, the second set of dreams I had this year, last year, just to preface as well, I was getting the night that the first night of that conference, the speaker actually spoke of the latter rain falling. Not only that, a thunderstorm came, and the rain was falling greatly on that roof that night. As we were inside, the rain was just pouring down like nuts on top of us. Now, every day where I was, as a sign to me, every day, this has never happened to me in my lifetime, every day where I was in the summer last year, I was in a thunderstorm. Every single day I came across a thunderstorm in my path during the summer months going into the fall. That was unprecedented for me personally. Okay, so that was a sign to me. Now, secondly, this year I dreamed twice of tornadoes. Now, if I dream something once, it's I knew the first one was significant, but after I dreamt the second one, it became really significant. I'm not going to get into the depth of those right now because just for lack of time, but I will say that I'll just say this. The night after the first dream was a few nights after the tornado that hit 3 Hills. Three Hills. 3 is a very significant Number, it speaks of Trinity. It speaks of unity of the Trinity. So it speaks of the oneness and that third level that I'm going to get into later. And as well, it speaks of like the Tabernacle of David level, meaning that. It also speaks of fullness, okay? But just after it hit there, that night, after I had my dream of the tornadoes, there was three not tornadoes that came. We prayed those away, but there was three big thunderstorms that came, and I was kept up through it all, just because God was talking to me about it, because I just had the dream the night before. So all night long, I think I got to sleep at 4 in the morning, and there was 3 storms that came, and the last one, after the last one, I finally fell asleep after he was giving me a download, and he said, Cornelia, attention. This tornado dream I gave you is significant. It has to do with the latter rain. Okay, so